Hello everyone, Komoto here. Welcome you back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. And today, we're pretty much approaching the end game. The final thing that we can actually really learn about. The Jade Passage. We also learn about Pandemonium, which is the Palace of Hell. And there's apparently a link slash a lake near Basidia that pretty much will take people to hell. So yeah, that's wonderful and stuff. Also joining us for this final excursion is Leon himself, and well, he's pretty much got a massive stat boost since the very beginning of the game. Also, pretty much a venerable master of all types of weaponry and such. He's also left-handed too. But that equipment is just a little bit too heavy for him. He's got the poison axe, so he'll be alright. So he'll be okay. But we need to get him definitely get him some lighter equipment. Much better evasion. As far as the flame sword goes, well, we're never using that. Never using that. So, let us go to the final dungeon. Well, it's actually a series of 2 dungeons, so it's going to be a very long excursion. There it is. Also, take a look at my items here. I've pretty much fully stocked on everything I would ever need, including 20 elixirs. Because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Jade Passage! This is the short part of the final dungeon. And well, we even got some really big enemies to deal with, like white dragons, my goddess. Not impressed. Pretty much all of the biggest, baddest, nastiest enemies you're gonna come across, they can be found here. Diamond Mace, nothing I'm interested in. The Jade Passage itself is not all that large. It's just what comes after the Jade Passage that's going to really drain you. Floor 2. Gonna ignore that door. Get another one of these. Battle items I'm not going to be using. And we have this treasure box, which contains cat claws. Pretty much the best dagger we're going to be getting in the entire game. And it's trapped by a blue dragon. This may sting. Or not. Like everything else, it's pretty much weak to teleport. It's also weak to poison too, since it's, well, electric type. But since you can just teleport it away, you don't really have to worry about that. And I got a 3rd wizard staff from it. Sure, okay. Cat Claw's pretty nice. His evasion is going to suffer a bit for it, but... well, it's about time I replaced that main gosh. Yeah, unfortunately, even though Leon does start with pretty good stats, for the most part, he's just still going to take a lot of punishment because he's still not quite as developed as your other characters at this point. And now we have waterfalls. Pretty much like any other sort of thing. Walking under these, realism takes an effect and you take damage. Ow. I'm pretty much going to be ignoring most of the doors in this room of waterfalls because they don't really lead anywhere. This treasure box contains a rune axe and a monster box. King Behemoth. Yeah. But you can teleport away just like, well, pretty much everything else. Let's give you the rune axe for now. Switch off to the blood sword. Yeah, look at that damage! It's because the King Behemoth has 5,000 health. And it's only gonna get better from here, viewers. They got a twist headband from it. That's actually pretty neat. Neat, yeah. Give that to Maria. And I suppose... well, I think at this point in the game he has enough spirit to the point where he should still be accurate with his teleports. By the way, you can also use the rune axe as I'm about to cast Fog 3 on enemies. If you care. See. We can completely ignore this waterfall, but if we walk behind it, there's something there. It's a hidden merchant, and he'll sell you all sorts of wonderful stuff like Death, Berserk, Haste, and extra flare tomes. If you want them, that is. We're pretty much at the end game, so buying these tomes means you'll have to build up a spell from level 1. At a point where most of your spells should at least be level 7 or higher. Go through the door on the far right here. And we're in this wide open area. There's actually not a whole lot to this area, though. We have treasures in this door here, and pretty much this door only. You get an Aegis shield. Protects against all sorts of wonderful things. Let's see who could use that more. Probably Leon. Get Dragon Armor, which resists elemental attacks. And the Holy Lance, which is the strongest lance in the entire game. You can also use it I'm about to cast Holy. I forget the strength of the Holy attack. Let's see, there it is. Something you can always try. I can always try out. I think it's at least Holy 8. Yep, it casts Holy 8. And here we get Yoichi's bow, the strongest bow we're getting in the game. And it's a red dragon! This one actually breathes fire! How about that? Still weak to teleportation now. Got a dragon shield there. That's pretty neat. It's pretty much a dragon armor, but in shield form. Oh yeah, let's give you the Yoichi's bow. I don't believe the Yoichi's bow actually casts anything when used as an item in battle. Almost to the end. Actually, I'm wrong. The Yoichi's bow does actually do something in battle. I just tried it out. Didn't get to see what it actually was, though. I think it's Berserk. Actually. Grab a high potion there. Here we get a Protect Ring. This guards against instant death. That's always nice. Take the thief gloves off Firion because they actually are inferior to his accuracy a fair bit. Wow, I can't believe my magic defense is actually that high. I've never noticed it getting actually that high before. That's pretty impressive, actually. On a typical playthrough, your magic defense will actually probably be about 5 or 6. At least in my experience, anyway. And this is the last floor, and there's really nothing to see here. This warp leads into, well, Pandemonium, the final dungeon in the game. But there's actually something that I forgot to get. I meant to get it before going in here, but, well, now I'm going to have to teleport out and go back in. I'll do that off-screen, though. Because it actually just occurred to me that, well, Raynar was a Dragoon. And he had family back in Dest. We should probably pay them a visit. As soon as I remember where the island is. Oh, it's farther this way. And from the castle, and talk to his wife. Let me see, I believe we asked her about the Dragoons. And they're going to leave and find a new place to live. Somewhere around Finn. But before she leaves, however, I get a chance to see Raynar one last time. Whoops, I forgot to actually do that. You can't actually go back here when Raynar's in your party and you'll get a scene with him. But anyway, for doing this, you get Excalibur! The second strongest sword in the game. Not the strongest sword. But it's really, really, really close. So yeah, look at that! Over 100 attack power! And that's with the offense drop from holding a shield. So yeah, now we're pretty much decked out to explore Pandemonium another time. I'll see you there. Take care now.